there are three main subheadings, three main turning points in the Arab-Israeli conflict and in the volume. 1948, or I should say that the volume covers chronologically 1917 to 2009. The Balfour Declaration of 1917 up to the Gaza War of December 2008. The first turning point is 1948, and the initial debate between the old and the new historians focused on the first Arab-Israeli war and the creation of the State of Israel. And our work, our joint work, Benny Morris, Ilan Pape, Simcha Flappen and myself, amounted to a frontal assault on all the myths that surrounded the birth of Israel. And I'm not going to go into the bones of contention. 3 more minutes. So I'll sum up by saying that I did write an article on the debate about 1948, and my wife, who is here, Gwyn, who is my severest critic, read it, and she said it was quite mature, unlike me and unlike the rest of my work. I'll just sum up the debate on 48. The old historians say that we charge Israel with original sin. I think that Christian theology is not relevant to this particular dispute, but since they introduced it, I would reply that it is they, the old historians, who in the face of overwhelming evidence to the contrary, still cling to the doctrine of Israel's immaculate conception. The second turning point was the June 1967 war, and I believe that it was a defensive war, not an expansionist war. Yet, for the first time in the aftermath of the war, Israel had something to offer the Arabs in return for peace. There was UN Resolution 242, and Israel could offer land for peace. When it did so with Egypt, it received a peace treaty. When it did so with Jordan in 1944, there was an Israeli-Jordanian peace treaty. In relation to the West Bank, Israel had two options: a Jordanian option, a peace agreement with King Hussein, and Israel did not take it up, and a Palestinian option, an agreement with the local leaders, the West Bank leaders, who wanted a peace settlement with Israel. So since 1967, the choice for Israel was land or peace. It could have land or it could have peace. It couldn't have both. And the third turning point was the Oslo Accord of 1993 and its aftermath. The big question is, why did the Oslo peace process break down? And the official Israeli answer is because the Palestinians returned to violence. And my reply is that the Oslo Accord was a modest step in the right direction. It broke down because Israel, under the leadership of the Likud, Israel, after the election of Benjamin Netanyahu in 1996, reneged on its side of the deal. And I can be more specific. In one word, the reason for the collapse of the Oslo peace process was settlements, Jewish settlements on the West Bank. Because you cannot claim to be going forward towards a political solution with the Palestinians and at the same time be stealing more and more of their land. Land grabbing does not go hand in hand with peacemaking. It's one or the other, and Israel, not by its rhetoric, by its actions, since 1967, has opted for land grabbing. This is where we are today, and that's all I have.
Thank you.